my name is Machinima, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to make Sims 4 animation with hair physics. Yay! Finally, someone made a tutorial on how to do this stuff. Oh my gosh. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this, and I decided to make a tutorial to teach you guys how to do this well. So you'll need these items here, these programs. We have a folder that has the hairbone packages that I made. If you want to make your own, that's a completely different tutorial. I'll teach you how to do that in another video. But for this video, you'll be using these package files. Here's what you want to do. You want to make sure to put them in your Sims 4 Studio mods folder, and also in your Sims 4 mods folder, like the game mod folder. So these go in those two folders. And again, you want Sims 4 Studio, which I will provide links in the description for everything, which is where you get it. I use Windows, so I would open up the Windows Wishes one. And just scroll down, and you'll see an installer or a zip. Either one. Oops. We just died. What happened? Where'd it go? There it is. Installer or zip, either one works. And you'll also need Blender 2.76 or 2.70. Stop doing that. Stop jumping. So I download 64-bit because that's what my computer is. It's 64-bit. And you also need the Sims 4 game, obviously. That's pretty much a given. Some of them have Sims 4 Studio. And I'm going to close this. Yes, I'm going to quit. And I'm going to click Create a 3D Mesh. Now, if you don't have custom content hair like I do, you want to make sure to put that in both your mods folder and your Sims 4 Studio mods folder to get this. So we're going to click on Cast after Create 3D Mesh. I want custom content. I'm going to find a specific hair. I went really slow. A specific hair. Not you. Not you. Not you either. No. I think this is what I want. Let me just make sure. Pretty sure that's Catherine's hair. I don't want that. No, this is the one I want. This is the one I want. Here's my hair. So we're going to click on the first one and then find the very last one, which is right here. Shift and click. So you have all of those and you push next. And we're going to call this Vivian hair because that's who the character is going to be. It's going to be for Vivian for my upcoming Machinima. And we're going to wait. And we're going to wait some more. 3 years later. Still waiting. Okay, there we go. So here we go. We have Vivian's hair. We're going to go to Meshes, Export Mesh, and I'm going to save it in this folder here. We're going to call it Vivian's hair. Oops, so I can spell hair. That'd be great. Now that you have that, you're going to go to File, Main Menu, Animation Clip Pack, and we're going to call this Vivian because we need... Actually, we don't need to do that, but if you want to make the animation, we are going to have to do this. We'll do this in a minute. We're going to exit off of Sims 4 Studio. Open up Blender. Drag that bad boy over here. So you guys can see what I'm doing. File, open. Where is Vivian's hair? Right there. Perfect. Yeah, we have Vivian's hair in Blender. Now, my, some of the bones are going to be hidden. I'll go ahead and check those, make sure they're not hidden. Should be good now. And to do this, I just typed in hair in the search box, and see that eyeball there? That means it's visible or invisible. So we're going to make that visible. Let's show the rig as well. And before I even begin with this tutorial, I'm going to go to File, User Preferences, and in Input, make sure that you have Select with Left right here selected. I don't know if you can see. Can you see my? I don't know if you can see my screen or my mouse cursor or not. Make sure. Oh my gosh, you cannot even see my mouse cursor. Okay, let's try this again. Can you guys see my mouse cursor? Yes? Okay, good. Select this right here, select with left. You click on that and you're good to go. You can now select stuff with the left mouse button. Oh my gosh, that was not what I wanted to do. And I rotate with the middle mouse button. And shift middle mouse does that number. Pans it, I guess. And like left clicking selects stuff. Yeah. So we're going to not worry about that. We're going to hide these two meshes, and I'm going to separate the mesh by clicking on edit mode, going to edit mode, B, or actually I'm push A to deselect, B to select. Why is it not selecting these? Oh, that's why. Make sure this right here is unchecked, and we're going to try this again. So B to box select. And B to box select. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to select P on our keyboard and then select by selection. And that gives us a new, go back to Outlook mode for that. And that gives us, why is that there? What the heck? Okay, back to edit mode. I don't want you there. Okay, P. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go to edit mode and select L. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. And then P, selection. And there we go. So these three right here, I'm going to shift click on them in this, what is this even called? Over here. Control J to join them. And hooray, we have joined them together. Now we can, rig them. Or before we do that, we're going to go to this little triangle here. And we're going to add, for this one, we're going to add 3 vertex groups. And we're going to find the hair bone that we want. Which is, I think, how do I remember which one it is? Hair. Maybe the front hair, somewhere in the front hair. I don't know which one it is though. Okay, so it's gonna be front hair 3 for this one. So 3's on the right and 0's on the left. Okay, I'll remember that. I won't remember that. I lied. I'm not gonna remember that. You can see, you can say that I rotate and nothing happens. So selecting your hair again. And which one was it? Crap, I just forgot. Oh yeah, front hair 3. We're going to actually double click on this, Control C, go back to the hair particle, group, and Control V. Again, Control V, it'll be front hair 4, Control V, front hair 5. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, we can, oh my gosh, this tutorial is being really, really slow. Now that we got that out of the way, we are going to go to weight paint mode. And we don't need that. Need that. Don't need that. And we're going to go keep the head and the spine. And for front hair 3, we're going to go and add. Your strength should be about right. Make it about right here. That looks good. And we're going to start painting weights on our. Actually, we're going to make a little strength a little more. Just a little more. Make a little more radius. There we go. That's a little better. A little better. Okay. Front hair 4, we're going to go down just a smidget and paint it like that. Front hair 5, again, paint, weight paint. Okay. I'm going to go back into object mode, and when I click on a front hair, this one here, and rotate, you'll see that it rotates. You can move it now. Hooray! Now I'm going to do the other side. Weight paint the other side with the same process. I'm not sure why that bone's there for. Or the breastbones, I don't even know why. The knife will rig to that. So add 3 groups. We're gonna find hair, and this one was hair 0, front hair 0. So I'm gonna look for front hair 0. Control C. Control, put it back in object mode actually. Control V. Control V, change that to 1. Control V, change that to 2. Okay, now I'm going to go into weight paint mode. I'm going to weight paint this hair. Woohoo! 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 Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a fun thing to do, weight painting hair. Not really. Well, yeah, this part's not the fun part. Adding physics is the fun part, but you know, we can't be picky about everything, guys. We cannot be picky. Okay. Now I'm going to take these 2 meshes. Take that one back in object mode. And I'm going to Control J to combine them again. Hide that, mesh 2. And again, we're going to separate this hair again in edit mode. Okay, so we have our hair nice and rigged. And to do that, you can just kind of test it out a little bit, and you'll see that the hair moves. Yay! Gee, the hair. Oh, don't want to do that, but you know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hide the rig real quick. We're going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as 0 Vivian's hair, just in case I screwed up somewhere. Save Blender File. Open Sims 4 Studio back up. We're going to go to Vivian Hair Package. Meshes. Import Mesh. 0 Vivian. And import the mesh and give it a minute because it's very slow. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we're going to go to save right here. Package and save, yay. And now we're going to import this hair into our animation. So open up Blender and drag that bad boy where you guys can see it. File, open, and we're going to open up the Vivian, which I think, where did I save that at? Did I forget to save it? Oh no, hang on. Almost forgot. main menu, Vivian package, clips, and export the adult female rig. We're going to call this Vivian animation. Okay. So this now. And let's see here. Hold on. Okay, and we don't need that anymore. Where you guys can see that bad boy. File, open, Vivian animation. Make sure the hair bones are all showing. Even though we only need the front hair bones for this, we're gonna get the back hair anyway. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully I won't be interrupted this time. Go to File, Append, and look for the hair that you, the Blender hair file, which was Zero Vivian's hair. We're going to go to Object, and shift click these three right here, the Mesh 1, Mesh 2, Mesh 3. Append from Library. And this thing we just delete. I don't know why they put it in there, but we can delete it. Yay! And I'm going to test out to make sure it's still... Wrong one. No, that's the right one. Oh, that's right. Delete this. Click on that, and let's see. Make sure you select the geom right here, the little wrench thing, and then click on Object Rig for all of them. And now we can move it. Hooray! What a fabulous day! Okay. So now we're going to add physics to our hair. Yay! Finally, what we've been waiting for. Now, before you do this, make sure to go to File, User Preferences, and it is, let me think for a second. I'm trying to remember. Add curve extra objects. Make sure that is checked, because you will need it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to Shift and A, and then go to Mesh, or I'm going to click right here, Shift A, Mesh, add single vert, and then Control and right click, right click, right click. So you have 4 vertices that are very, 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 very beautiful. I'm so proud of them. I can't tell you how much proud I am of them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on our vertice, click on this, remember it's a triangle or, yeah, triangle. Add a new grip, or call it Pen Ing. Or actually, we'll call it Pen 0. For no reason other than to say Pen 0. And we're going to apply a weight to these groups. So this one's going to be weighted at 1. So assign that. This one's going to be weighted at... So this one will be at 0.03. And then push 0.3 and push enter and then assign. The third one is 0.010. Assign. And the fifth one is 0.003. Okay. So these are all weighed. See 100%, 0.03, 1, and assign that one to that one. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we have it. Okay, so with these selected, I'm going to select, I'm trying to remember, Shift S? Yes, okay, so Shift S, cursor to selected. Then I'm going to hold, go to object mode, and then hold Shift A, and then make a new empty cube, and push S 0.01, And that made a cube. So we're going to go back into edit mode, select this vertice, here. Shift S, cursor to selected, object mode. Shift A, empty, cube, scale 0.01. And you can make it whatever size you want. I just find 0.01 works well for the Sims rig model. Back to edit mode. Shift S. Object mode. Shift A, empty, cube. Scale 0.01. And then Shift S, object mode, Shift A, empty, cube, scale 0.01. Ta-da. Now we're going to select the vertex line we have, and we're going to make a physics cloth physics. And when we select pinning, we're going to click pin 0, and then we have, I have a preset that I saved. So feel free to copy all of this except for this right here, because that's, you want to click that and then click on the pin 0 that we made here. So feel free to pause this video to copy my presets for the hair physics. So whenever I push play, well, let me make it a little longer actually. So whenever I push play, you'll see that we now have physics in our vertices, not our hair yet. We'll get to that later. Okay, so I'm going to go back into object mode. Click on a cube. Shift click on the vertice, go back to edit mode, click on the first vertice, Control P, make vertex parent. Object mode. Click on the second cube, shift select the vertice, edit mode. Control P, make vertex parent. And do the same for all the other boxes. So one more time, it's object mode, select the cube, select the vertice, then go back to edit mode, select the last vertice here. Control P, make vertex parents. Okay, now that we have that, whenever you go to object mode and push play, the cubes follow the vertex. Yay, we have fair physics, hooray! Oh my gosh, how exciting. So now I'm going to select, we'll make this for the front hair 0. I'm going to go into bone constraint, add constraint. So bone constraint inverse kinematic, and we're going to make the target empty 001. That's the one we want for hair 0. Empty 001. The chain length should be 1. And we're going to do the same for the other front hair. So inverse kinematics. Empty 002. Empty 003. Chain length 1. Remove that so it looks a little better. There we go. Now I'm going to select the vertice object. I'm also selecting as shift and select the head bone. Shift P, or I'm sorry, not shift P. Crap, I just screwed up. Control P, bone. And when I move the head bone, that should follow it. Yay. So now we have hair physics. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Ah, hair physics. We have hair physics. So I'm going to take this, the vertices and the box. Go to object mode. Box select this, Control C, Control V. And then, there we go. Now we have this right here, and it should be, yes, it should be out of the rig now. Okay, good. So I'm going to select the hair bone here, front hair 3, inverse kinematics, and it was empty 0, 5. Oh, hello, chain length 1. That was scary. Here, inverse kinematic, target, empty 6, chain length 1. And again, inverse kinematic, and empty 7. I'm gonna move this a little bit just so it kind of okay. We now have beautiful physics for The Sims 4. Yay! So we're actually, before we do that, I forgot to do an important step, and that's to put this onto the head bone. Control P, bone. There we go. So now, woo! Okay. We can start animating. Hooray!